You know what I'm saying? So hey, how y'all doing? Happy Saturday, Black Cowboy Nation, White Cowboy Nation, it don't matter. Cowboy Nation. Uh, we're just gonna have a great show for you today, as far as chiming in on the young people that are doing things in the community. So we do have Kemani Lewis as our guest interviewee, and we'll talk a little bit to him. So and maybe touch on some of the other things that's going on here in the nation, so we can get our heads right. So thank you guys for chiming in, and check this out.
We ride on the other side.
Hey,
You could never leave. We ride on the other side. You can come on in. Corral got you crazy cooking. The Zen posing like you're saying. Gee, look around. Gee, look around. We ride on the other side. You could never leave. Gee, look around. You in the G, look around. G, look around. You in the G, look around.
Yeah, that's a little intro, man. You know, we got a floss. We got to look good. Let me know, put the thumbs up, subscribe, tell people to chime in. This is all about our Western lifestyle culture and anything that has to do with it, which is everything, especially us as black folks. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get it together. It's on the rise. We got movies coming out. You got a lot of music, a lot of fashion, a lot of independent people that are doing things within the culture. And so that's to be lifted up and praised. So that's what we do over here at the G Look Corral. So subscribe. Any of you riding clubs, or any guys got any events or anything like that, go ahead and hit us. Hit us up. On the bottom, you'll see our website, and you can click in, or you can click in on our community section in the YouTube section, and then it'll tell you how to get in touch with us. And so we're more than happy to lift you up. You guys just digging these hats. That's part of our merch that represents the whole culture. That's the California Longhorn. So we start right here in heaven. We come back down and we deal with all the bullshit, and then we go back up to heaven. So how we deal with all the stuff that's down here is where we like to lend our little 2 cents to it. So we really appreciate you guys. Just wanted to touch on a couple of things that's going on. Here in LA, I know across the nation, we have a lot of violence and just things that we never thought that we would see, especially within our community. We have a lot of little young thugs robbing people. They getting shot and running back home too. They ain't even robbing people right. You know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, I'm seeing these young cowboys, 35 and down, millennials in particular, showing much respect, saying yes sir, getting up in the morning and doing their thing. So I guess they got their little millennial wildness out, and they settling down. So I want to lift that generation up, because they seem to they're going to be our future, and they seem to have it together. I kind of wrote you niggas off, but y'all got it together. You know what I'm saying? And you see through a lot of the stuff that's been presented before you. So we got a lot of anti-gang culture going around. We got a lot of brothers saying, man, I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a straight up man. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing that you can do that's right or wrong as we live in this place, as we know. But we know that if you're grounded in something, you won't fall for anything. So this horse culture gives us a thing to run back to, something that we could be unified in. So we having fun with that, and I just want to lift you guys up for that. The challenge is, I need to apologize for my generation, because we the one that set the stage for what it is right now. But I'm not one to rest on, well, woe is me. You know what I'm saying? So let's be proactive. The way we could be proactive is make it sexy and cool to be a cowboy. You know what I'm saying? It's all on you, ladies. Whatever you go for is what the dudes do. You know what I'm saying? I'm an old dude. For some reason, the young girls are attracted to an old dude, because he appears to have it together, because he made it to be a old dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the natural order of things. So you young brothers, keep doing what you're doing. Get your trucks together. You know, get your finances together. Do your investing. Come back into the community, and then go ahead and show some young people what this whole thing's about. You know, whether you barrel racing, which you know that's our little entity, or whether you're into the fashion, or whether you're into landscaping, or building corrals, or breeding horses, or rodeoing, or whatever you do within the culture, we all know that it's a great thing. So I have a comparison. I did go to the Cowboy Christmas. I went to the national finals, and I'm just gonna tell you, we don't have a long way to go, but we do have to redirect how we interact with each other as far as supporting each other within this genre. You know, it was miles and miles of vendors. Half them shits was the same thing. You know, blankets, jeans, turquoise. You know, some of that stuff was off the chain. But you're talking about a whole convention center, upstairs and down, full of vendors. Folks from all over the nation, Trump flags and everything, walking around, supporting each other with 3 or 4 rodeos at the same time. And then at the South Point, they had a whole list of 200 vendors. And then downtown at the Rio in the lobby. So you're talking about hundreds and hundreds of vendors within this culture. And people was walking in and walking out with bags. So if they can do that, we can do that. So you have an event, we all need to congregate on each other, congregate, or whatever that word is, for each other. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys are doing something, a big trail ride down south, we need to come out from Cali, we need to come out from the East Coast, come down and support you. We got something going. I mean, it's not everybody can just up and do that. But if you have a product, you have a weave, like a girl, Cowgirl Chanel, who was on the show, that you weave the horse's hair in, and you have a makeup line, or you have a vest company or a hat company, or you make boots, or you make music, or you build trailers, or whatever you do, you know, go ahead and use our format so we can put that out to the people, so we can go ahead and, you know, support each other. And then with that, with those funds, we can go ahead and shoot that back into the community, into the agriculture, into the people that have all that land down south, and we can go ahead and build something real special. Thumbs up. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, let everybody know about the G-Look Corral. And so what I did was I reached out to one young brother that is on the forefront of that. His name is Kemani Lewis, and he has an organization called the Inner City Horsemanship Club, right? So what he does is reaches out, he teaches people about horsemanship, if they want to get into rodeoing, the basis of rodeoing, they're going to start doing some events. We're going to definitely get behind them for feed and stock, because it's not, you know, easy to do that. But those brothers also rodeo, you know what I'm saying? So these are some of those young brothers I spoke about earlier. So I was able to sit down with Kemani and have a little interview with him, a little back and forth. So I want y'all to check that out, okay?
Now, let's say what's up. Kemani Lewis, leader of the Inner City Horsemanship Group here in LA. And we just want to welcome him to the G-Look Corral and just get some feedback from him on what's happening in the world of inner city horsemanship. So how you doing, brother? And thanks for being on the G-Look Corral.
Good in yourself, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah. I seen you around, and I showed some pictures and stuff before this interview will actually air. People will be familiar with the connection. And I've seen you around at the different events, and we, you know, the community's small, so we all 1 degree of separation from knowing the same people.
Yeah.
But for our growing viewership, and go ahead and hit that like and that subscribe if you guys are checking this out and you like the content. So for that, I'll let them know a little bit about your background, bro.
Okay. I started riding horses maybe like 22, 23 years ago in Long Beach, California, at the riverbed under my grandpa Cliff Salter.
Yeah,
and,
Cliff.
there, to Hemet, and I kept my horses in Hemet for a couple years and moved right back to Compton and started my roping career. And steer wrestling career, and from there, here I am now trying to teach the youth.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Now you rode in Pickett's rodeos, a lot of the Pickett.
Yeah, Pickett
You,
rodeo, a couple little jackpots, a
uh huh.
couple of amateur rodeos around here.
Uh
Yeah,
huh. That's cool, man. Are you planning to continue to compete? Compete?
yeah. Maybe this coming year, get back into shape and hopefully bring a couple kids with me so they can start rodeoing with me too.
Right. Now, is that what your program is about? Introducing kids into Western lifestyle as far as competing in rodeos?
Yes, rodeos and whatever riding. All I wanted to do was be good enough to go down the trail or be good enough to ride in the arena.
Right.
And it's show kids it's more to riding horses than street riding, or they don't got to just do this one specific thing or
Right.
ride bulls. It's plenty of things you could do.
Right. 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 So that's, man, that has to be fulfilling, introducing kids that really don't have a whole lot, especially here in the inner city in LA, like we used to. In fact, most of the minority kids, they have a lot, they just don't know. They don't know they can just go skiing, they can go to the beach, they can get into
Yeah,
horticulture. I mean, it's a lot to do in LA, but because of the oppression and impoverished way of the heart and the mind, kids don't know it. So
yeah, it's very
yeah.
obtainable. They just don't know that they can
Mm-hmm.
get out there and do it. I mean,
Right.
even adults teach adults too, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of people 40, 50, 60 years old that never seen a horse in their life, and they come to the
Wow.
yard and they'll come and spend an hour or two with the horse, and they look just like a kid, in the
Yeah.
backyard.
Yeah. That has to be fulfilling. I know God gave you a purpose on your heart with that one, because a lot of
Yes,
people
sir.
say they want to do that I know personally, but they ain't doing that shit. Right?
Yeah,
They just using the horse to get the girl, get laid, have some niggas tell them they dope. Motherfuckers ain't doing it.
yeah,
So, and but they can. It starts somewhere as your program grows and is to full fruition. And there are groups that are doing it. So I'm not shitting on
yeah,
nobody. I'm just saying I've actually seen you do that. You had me on the horse. Remember that shit? So man, I
yeah.
want to buy a horse. You can put me up on the horse, man. That horse was wop wop wop. I said, up a little bit too much for this old back. But yeah, man. So I can personally appreciate what you do. I'm gonna put your information up and have it definitely in our community section on our YouTube page so they can reach you and do whatever they want. What do you think the
Okay.
current state of cowboying and Western lifestyle is, especially from the black perspective?
I feel like it's on the come up. It's
Mm-hmm.
uh, it's getting more. I'm looking for the word. Uh, it's getting more
Trendy.
media attention now.
Uh huh.
That I know what's that song? Old Town Road. That was what, a
Yeah.
year ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. With
People
the
are
yeah.
catching on and finding out that it is black people that ride horses,
Uh huh.
and and it could we could further that and
Uh huh.
boost it more by everybody getting outside and
Mm-hmm.
everybody spreading everybody's name around.
That's
And we
right.
local.
Right.
People don't know that we're local.
That's
It's
true.
people that live in Long Beach, right by where I learned how to ride horses at, and didn't know it was horses right there.
Wow.
Or
No,
people in
just a big
Compton
ass
that live
donut.
down the street. Yeah. There's people that live in Compton by the farms and don't know that there's black people with horses. So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
uh,
Now,
social media is really helping out.
yeah, that was gonna ask you what. So, what is the best tools on like how? I know for us, so we give the barrel race, we get a cowboy
Yeah,
ball. We try to show up and show out when other people have events. So we trying to bring attention to it, which we are. We get inquiries about it all the time. Um,
yeah,
do I think the more that we push the positivity of it and we bring one that's never seen or somebody from outside instead of the same group, we're introducing more
yeah,
people to it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good way to do it. Um, Also, I just think you guys are superheroes. I think more podcasts like ours, more exposure needs to be given to you guys that are actually out there doing that work for real, for real. You know.
definitely.
Mm-hmm. That you know.
The these never
Um.
be around kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the kids. I mean, Do you feel it's a fair fight? Like, do you feel like as this grows, we will have this is a leverage tool against some of the oppressions, like the gang banging and just the senseless way that the youth are doing their thing right now within the community? Can this offset some of that?
I think so. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, people I grew up with riding horses, we could have been in way worse situations, and
Uh huh.
you know, and I had that point in my life where I was like, all right, I don't think I want to ride horses no more. I'm done. I want to do this, and
Uh
kind of
huh.
quick figured out like, hey, this ain't really what I want.
Yeah.
And sometimes people don't understand that what they already got going on is really what they need to keep on doing. You know,
That's true. That's true.
people always say they're trying to find themselves, and it's really what they
Yeah.
used to do back in the day. You know, get back
Exactly.
to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. That is. I mean, the foundation of a good strength is the first foundation of it. So, you know,
Yeah,
you're allowed to seek outside, but as long as it's something positive, ain't nothing wrong with getting girls or having a year of partying or something. But as far as just going all the way with the thing that's destructive to your people, that's the part that I really
yeah,
have a problem with. I mean, I'm an old dude. I still might have a drink every night and do something. As an old nigga.
yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm not going to do anything that's going to I don't know if that's the word, deprivate my people and my community. I'm just gonna try to lift. So that's what I
Yeah.
admire about you guys. So who's on your team over there? I know Trey messed with you a little bit.
Yeah, so Trey, that's kind of like my brother,
Uh
and
huh.
the house that you came to, that's my brother Doe. That's his house, and his
Mm-hmm.
auntie owns the property.
Yeah.
And we blessed enough to keep our animals back there. We got a couple goats back there, a couple
Yeah.
chickens, a couple dogs. So we
I know one
that's
of them
like
goats
our
scared the shit out of me. Like he ran up on me when I came back there. I was, Damn,
that's
we
like
about to
our
have
home
inner
base.
city violence because I keep a little 32 in my boot. Damn, shoot these niggas goats. They gonna hate me, right?
Yeah, we gonna just have some birria tacos out of them or something. But that's the home base, and I do most of my lessons there and in Long Beach at the riverbed.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are still over at the riverbed? Oh, okay.
So I trailer over there to the riverbed. I leave all my horses over there in
Uh huh.
LA. And if I got like 2 or 3 people coming for a lesson, I'll
Yeah.
take them to the riverbed, trailer over there, and let them ride there.
Oh, okay. Oh man, I didn't even know
Yeah,
no
a
brothers
lot
was
more
still over
space.
there.
Yeah,
Man, yeah, that's good stuff, man. So anyway, I did want to just introduce you to our G Lit Corral audience and just give you some exposure there, and then just chop it up and learn a little bit more about you, knowing that Cliff was your great granddad. I mean, your granddad. Wow, I didn't know that. But um, and I'm definitely gonna have you on here again. And any of the information that people need, I'm gonna do a splash page for you, and just direct them in your direction as far as inner city horsemanship. Um, I think it's dope. I think we need more people with hands on like that, and I appreciate your time, bro.
man, appreciate it. Thanks for
Yeah.
having me.
And you guys got any events or anything coming up?
Nothing soon.
Uh huh.
I'm hoping in the next 2 months that I could get this after school program going on. With COVID, it's
Yeah.
kind of iffy getting a lot of kids together. The
Yeah.
plan is to get at least 10 kids together, get a couple more horses, and start an after school program and teach them everything, whether
Oh
it's
yeah.
horses, teach them about cars or whatever, stuff they can use later on in life.
That's right, man. If you got some that want to, barrel race and stuff and get in our events or help us out, just get you out shirts and come on and represent, because that's how people gyrate. You know.
Yeah, I got 2 or 3 girls that ride with me weekly, and
Uh
I
huh.
think I'm gonna bring them to the next trail race you have.
Okay. Yeah, because we're gonna do a series this year, so we're gonna do 5. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
that'll work. That'll work, man. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you, man. That's Kemani Lewis, president and leader of the Inner City Horsemanship Group here in LA and Long Beach. So appreciate your time, bro, and you have a blessed one.
Hey. So yeah, that was my man, Kemani, man, and that was beautiful to talk to him like that. He did mention the riverbed, and for you guys in the major cities, you guys really have rivers. We do have a riverbed, but the river is only a river when it rains and start washing motherfuckers down to Mexico that be sleeping in it because there's usually no water in it. It's just like a stream of piss, so we just call it the LA riverbed. It is the riverbed. And when the flood happens, you understand that it's really a wash. So be careful about going down in that river. And I thought that was pretty insightful to call the riverbed. But anyway, I want to really appreciate Kemani and his time, and that's what we need. And if you guys have groups of men and women that are doing something within the equine world and trying to put it down, go ahead and get in touch with us because we'd love to feature you on our format and give you some light. This is growing leaps and bounds. As you notice, I haven't been consistent because I just really want to keep up with the advertisers and the demand and give you more content and more behind the scenes type of thing. So we're filming stuff, we're doing short stories, movies, all that stuff. So, just again, give us the thumbs up, subscribe, hit the like, go ahead and spread the word that there is a format called the Gila Corral that is about you and your people and your culture. Also, prayers go out here in LA. We had a situation happen. A young Jewish girl was killed. A dude walked up in the store and stabbed her to death. Within 3 days, they had $250,000 raised to find the killer, which they found in 2 days. At the same time, another young lady, 16 years old, 17 years old, black girl, was shot and her body dumped on the side of a road out here. It took like 3 weeks just to get the county and everybody to put the money up. You know what I'm saying? They still haven't found the killers or nothing like that. But my point is, that's just how life is. I don't blame white people or Jewish people because they get down and handle their business. But with us, we're so desensitized to what death is. It's a saying, niggas die all the time. You know what I'm saying? We desensitized. That's the life of a beautiful young lady that had her future ahead of her. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just treat killing each other and shooting each other like that's some normal shit. That's not normal. Okay, going to jail and coming out and telling your jail stories. Tell about how the piss smell in jail. Tell about all them fights you have. We can't glorify something that's dysfunctional. You get what I'm saying? So we need to glorify cowboys, cowgirls, barrel racers, stock contractors, people that work, people that come and support that come to our functions. Let's support them and make them heroes. Let's make the songs. And you notice we do a whole lot of songs. All of our music is original. We try to portray something. Now, it's always going to be bad guys. If it's bad guys, that's not unique to black people or anybody. So you're going to always have bad guys, but they can't be glorified. You know what I'm saying? Let's not glorify bad behavior. Don't have a trail ride and then have a violent act happen at the end of it and ruin the whole weekend or a rodeo or anything like that. So we just ain't having it. And so LA is a starting point because I know that a lot of the groups here are united with that thought. And then some of the brothers that I deal with down south are united in that front. So just know that's what we all about, uplifting, having fun, having a great, we fighting COVID and old age and bad food. It's been a lot put up on the plate against us as a people anyway, So we need our women back, We need y'all back because you are the prize. If it's cool and you get the accolades of women, then people will emulate what you do. You know what I'm saying? So I know that my generation of women started this shit with the great jobs, and the big old sex stores. They don't really need no dude. But really, you go to the Grown and Sexy concert, you see all them divorcee-ass women over there. Them the ones that told their daughters and their sons, you can do it by yourself. So now we got these gay dudes and these promiscuous girls. But what I love is everybody see that that's bullshit. So there's a change in the time going back to decency. But we as men have to stand up and do what we're supposed to do and support each other. The best way is to stop killing each other. Let's start with stop killing each other first. Get a horse. So that's my departing words. I appreciate you guys chiming in. Again, we got a lot of events coming up. We're going to start, lifting up some of these girls, these barrel racers, these rodeo people, and these clubs and stuff. So thanks once again for chiming into the Gila Corral. I'm Greg Pittman, and everything is on the bottom there. If you just want to help out, Cash App is down on the bottom. That is much appreciated for all this lighting and all this stuff, but I ain't gonna go out there like that. We need to get as many followers as possible so we can have movements. It could be political, We could just keep the rodeos in LA. That's a whole nother one, another subject we'll talk about, the kicking the rodeos out of the cities, disguising it like they want to protect the animals. You know, 4 or 5 brothers die a day shooting each other, but they want to protect them animals. You get what I'm saying? And the safest place an animal could be is around cowboys and rodeo people. They just gonna take care of them. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna eat well. They're gonna be out the pasture, all of that. So that's another thing. I'm not political with it, but we can use this format to do whatever we want to do. Again, thanks for all of our sponsors. Hit them